This is WENY News.
Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Kelly Meyer, and here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. One man is dead this morning after being hit by a train in the city of Elmira. The news broke last night around 8:18. Emergency personnel responded to an accident on the railroad tracks near West 2nd Street. There was a report that a Norfolk Southern train struck a person on the tracks. The victim, a 40-year-old man, was found pinned on the tracks of the railroad bridge over the Chemung River, which made rescue efforts a challenge. The train is said to have been traveling below the allotted speed limit and was heading northbound when the accident occurred. The victim was eventually taken to the local hospital where he was pronounced dead due to the injuries sustained in the collision. Police are not releasing the identity of the victim at this time. Stay with WENY News for updates on this story. And the Ithaca community is coming together following Tuesday's devastating fire in College Town. The fire broke out around 4 a.m. Tuesday morning on the 400 block of Stewart Avenue. Since both buildings, including the Chapter House pub, have been deemed a complete loss. Now a fundraiser is being organized for this Friday at Lot 10 in Ithaca to help out Chapter House staffers. Sales of select beer will go directly to the Chappie staff. And if you can't make it to the event, donations can be dropped off at the mall or at the shop all week. Meanwhile, the street that has been closed since the fire is reopening to traffic for the morning commute this morning. That's the 400 and 500 block of Stewart Avenue from East Buffalo Street to Stewart Avenue Bridge. However, people are still urged to stay away from the building. Cal Harris's defense team may have gotten the big break they've been looking for thanks to a decision by Judge George Bartlett. According to the Star-Gazette, the jury has spent the past 2 days listening to testimony from a Candor farmer named Kevin Tubbs. Tubbs says he remembers seeing a woman he thought was Michelle Harris arguing with a man in his 20s at the end of the Harris driveway, just hours after prosecutors say she was murdered. Now the judge is allowing defense lawyers to try and connect the dots and implicate the man with Stacy Stewart, a Texas man they say played a role in her murder. The defense is expected to call its final witness today in an effort to identify the man and exonerate Cal Harris of the crime. The corruption amongst politicians in Albany may not end with ex-Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver. According to a New York Times report cited by the Star-Gazette, federal prosecutors have begun presenting evidence to a grand jury against Senate Majority Leader Dean Skelos. U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara's office is asking questions about the sources of Skelos' outside income. Other reports have hinted the focus of the investigation is Skelos' quote, ties to the real estate industry. Bharara's office first announced the corruption charges against former Speaker Sheldon Silver. And it's a day to remember for one Horseheads woman. Dorothy Bartlett will be turning 102 today. Dorothy grew up in Elmira and went to school at Elmira Free Academy. She now lives at the Apple Ridge Senior Living, where she'll be celebrating her milestone today. And all of us here at WENY News would like to wish Dorothy a very happy birthday. 102.
Awesome.
Can you
Awesome.
believe that? Good for her. Happy birthday, Dorothy.
That's right. Happy birthday. And thanks, Kelly, and good morning to you, and good morning to you as we start off here with a look at your forecast. I think another nice day is ahead. Sunshine. Now, during the afternoon, more clouds will tend to fill in. And I think it's a notable south wind today, so that should help boost our numbers up to near 70 degrees. Not bad. 60s will be a cinch today. Everyone will be in the 60s, but we have an opportunity for 70. Especially at the airport. So here's what it looks like for you ahead today. We've got that south wind that should bump our temperatures up into the 60s as mentioned, with the opportunity for 70 in a few places. And now you're looking at the map going, what's the deal with these little green splotches here? Some scattered showers will be starting to approach the region here coming up later today. I think most of these will hold off until this evening. So dry during the day. Higher risk for scattered showers as we head into the overnight tonight. So here's first warning satellite radar with clear skies over northern and eastern New York. And then we look to the south and we have the clouds increasing, and you can see the moisture kind of pooling and gathering to the south, and some of those high clouds streaming their way to the north. So sunshine will become filtered today, and with that south wind, it's going to kind of coax this moisture northward, kind of suck it its way up to the north here as we head into, do you like that, Cal?
What are you doing?
I don't know, just trying to make it fun, I guess. With some moisture down to the south. Anyway, bottom line, that gets in here. That gets in here later today.
I like the sound effects. I just wondered what it was.
It was like a slurp,
Okay.
you know, with that south wind kind of,
Slurping up.
yeah, slurping that moisture northward. Do you want to come do the weather?
I'll do the sound effects. You do the weather.
Okay. So we'll move through the day today, and we should be good to go. But again, as we head into the evening, here comes the wet weather. There we go. Here comes the wet weather. Making its way to the north. Showers overnight tonight and a couple around into Friday morning. Then they go away, and I think the highest likelihood for the most sunshine Friday comes later in the day, and temperatures Friday should top out in the 60s. Here's your 7-day forecast. Pretty decent weekend ahead. Near 70 Saturday, 61 Sunday, and a little bit more unsettled with more moisture into next week. Okay, Kelly.
Yeah, not a bad weekend there.
Yeah, looks good for the tough turtle.
We are tough.
That's right.
The tough turtle this weekend. If you want to join our team, WENY News, or just come out and support us, we'll be out there at the Ithaca Children's Garden on Saturday. Going to be 70 and partly sunny. Caught that?
Yeah, what time are you going to be there?
11:30 is our heat.
11:30, so it won't be 70 just
Okay.
quite yet at 11:30, but
You'll get there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Craig. And for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Kelly Meyer. Have a great Thursday, everyone.